Your life's journey, it changes people. But is it something that is beyond our control? Maybe. Because every word you speak, every video you post, every moment that you show up, they all ripple outward and touch people that you may never even meet. Hi, I'm Mel, and this is part 5 of A Creator's Lens, a series about how YouTube mimics life. Today, we're talking about something that most people miss: how your journey is changing people without you even realizing it. And in a minute, I'll share a personal story that really underscores this truth. Whether you're building a YouTube channel, or raising a family, or working a career, or simply living life with intention, you're creating ripples. And I'm not talking about when you finally make it, but every single day. In how you show up, how you speak, how you create, and how you treat people. So here's my promise. Stay with me for the next 10 minutes or so, and you'll walk away with a mindset shift that makes this struggle feel lighter, but meaning deeper. In episode 1, we admitted something bold. We're all creators. And YouTube, like life, doesn't wait for perfection. It asks us to begin before we're ready, to risk looking foolish, and hit record even when we're nervous or scared. And that willingness to start, even when we're uncertain, well, that's the first step towards growth. There's no magic formula, there's no waiting for that perfection. That's just about action, and action always comes first. In episode 2, we turned a little inward, and we explored how personal growth supports our creative efforts. Your failures, your setbacks, your obstacles are there to help you refine your voice, to clarify your values and build a foundation that will support your dreams. Success in both YouTube and life are rooted in who you truly are. And we admitted that if we don't stand for something, we're pretty much going to fall for anything. And then in episode 3, we asked the deeper question: what is your why? And I'm not talking about the TED Talk kind of why, but the one that grows from real self-examination. Your values, your desires to serve. We learned that it's not about what can I make next, but what can I do to serve others. Then came episode 4, where we faced what most people avoid, and that's struggle. Pain, setbacks, struggles, they're not detours, they're part of our path. Every flop, every harsh comment, every moment that you want to quit, these are all shaping who we're becoming. Those failures forge resilience. They deepen our perspective, and they help us become who we're meant to become. And now, in episode 5, let's bring it all together. The risks, the growth, the why, the struggles, they're part of our entire journey. The journey that creates those ripples that actually change people, even when we don't see it happening. That's what we're exploring now. The unseen impact that your journey is already having on YouTube and throughout your entire life. You know, most people don't think about the effect they have on life and people until they're much older and they're looking back. But what if instead we decided to start realizing that right now? What if we saw our journey as not just survival, but as an ongoing story, as something that's worth passing on? Because whether we're noticing it or not, the way we live and create is already shaping our journey and our legacy. And think about the channel you're building, or may one day build. Visitors will see your thumbnails, your titles, and if they look deeper, they'll see your efforts, your failures, your mistakes, and your growth. They'll see the risks that you took and the things that you overcame as you went along. And that's what people relate to. And that's your channel legacy. But now let's step back a bit and take a broader view. Life works the same way. Your family, your friends, your community won't remember your view counts or tally your personal successes. They'll remember how you made them feel. They'll remember the integrity that you showed, the comfort that you provided them. Or if you neglect these, they'll remember that too. That's your life legacy, whether you realize it or not. And we're building it right now, this very minute. And as I said, it ripples outward through time. I'm not talking about metrics or milestones. This is about meaning, the quiet power of showing up, struggling well, and leaving something behind that lasts. Let me share that quick story I mentioned earlier. A few years ago, we were visiting my son in the next state. And he was hosting a party with a lot of his friends. And I decided to introduce myself. So I went up to someone and I introduced myself. And the man looked at me and said, "I'm shaking hands with the legend himself." Now, imagine a dad hearing that. And I just hope that I deserve that. But obviously, my son thought that I did, and he shared it with friends. Ripples. Huh. I will never forget that. Anyway, let's focus back on YouTube. We don't want to waste time chasing viral. Yes, thumbnails and titles do matter. But if your whole strategy is built on quick wins or flashy moments that are built on anything but genuine you, it won't last. Either that or you won't last. What does last are integrity, consistency, and honesty. The daily choice to show up, to keep creating, to speak with honesty. That spike in views, that's nice, but the slow and steady work, that is what compounds over time. Here's the good news. If you're committed to showing up day after day or week after week with integrity, you're already winning, even when the numbers might say otherwise. You know, for years, I treated failure as a verdict. Missed goals felt like I wasn't good enough. Hard seasons was just evidence that I wasn't meant to succeed. But I finally shifted my mindset to see them as part of the journey, a journey that gave me tools, resiliency, and the ability to help other people. My keyboard invention that flopped, well, that taught me the value of research. That lawsuit from a customer, that taught me resilience. When the economy tanked and knocked the legs out from under my business, it gave me perspective that I wouldn't have had otherwise. Every setback, every challenge carved depth and empathy in me. And I finally saw this. The very things that I wished I could have skipped in life are the very things that created a life of adventure and made my legacy richer. A legacy, after all, isn't built from the highlights, it's built from the entire picture. The whole story, including those chapters we wish we could forget, or that we wish we could have avoided. It's a good thing that we didn't. This shift that I made was a gratitude shift. It turns failure into wisdom, frustration into compassion, and loss into strength. And on YouTube, every flop or slow season does the same thing. They're not wasted, they're shaping our content and our character. Without them, our lives would be shallow and worthless. So, wherever you are right now, know this: you're not too late, you're not too old, you're not too small, you're not too young, you're not unqualified. And your journey matters. Life has given me decades of perspective, and that's what I'm trying to pass along. Most of my videos are about life, growth, wisdom, and philosophy. I did this particular series because YouTube mirrors life, and because this is the vehicle I'm using to share with you right now. And if you haven't seen the other videos in this series, click the links that I've posted below in the description, or hit the icons or the images that are on the screen right now. And remember this: the legacy that we leave isn't about what we achieve, but who we become along the way.